Afterlife is a comedy, tragedy, drama written and directed by Ricky Gervais and was released as the Netflix original on the 8th of March. Today, as of recording this, it is the 11th of March and I saw the whole thing last night and it definitely exceeded my expectations. So I'm going to do a review on it, so let's just jump into it.
If you're watching this, then I'm not around anymore. But don't spiral, don't obsess. Keep going.
So how are you?
A good day is when I don't go around wanting to shoot random strangers in the face and then turn the gun on myself.
Bad then.
I thought I'd leave you a little guide to life without me. You're lovely, but you're absolutely fucking useless. Stay active. It's not ideal to be a fat, lazy, self-pitying lump.
Pedo!
What?
Pedo!
I'm not a pedo. And if I was, you'd be safe, you tubby little ginger cunt.
You know how grumpy you get when things don't go your way. But you've got such a good heart. You're born like it. You're just decent.
This is Sandy. If you could show her the ropes, tell her what's what.
Humanity is a plague. We're a disgusting, selfish parasite, and the world would be a better place without us. Is that the sort of thing you meant?
No.
How's Lisa?
Oh, Jesus, she's dead, Dad.
Bring Lisa with you.
Fuck me.
You can't just go around being rude to people.
You can, though.
The dog should be on a lead.
Oh, right. Oh, sorry. Thank you. What? He is not a fat, hairy, nosy cocksucker. Sorry about that.
Disgusting.
If I do and say what the fuck I want, and then when it all gets too much, I can always kill myself. It's like a superpower.
That's the worst superhero I've ever heard of. Why don't you throw yourself into your work, okay? That's what depressed people do.
We're putting out a free local newspaper that no one cares about.
That's not true.
I've seen lonely people, people dying, people in pain. I don't think I've ever met anyone quite as sad as him.
Got something for your front cover. Freddie Mercury's tooth.
He's disgusting.
Brian, not everyone can get in the paper.
And not everyone's fingered Jackie Collins.
Have you?
No.
Cheers.
Okay.
See you again.
I'm not just saying this for the video, but Ricky Gervais is definitely one of my favourite comedians. I love that he just doesn't care and he isn't afraid to speak his mind and he doesn't care about offending people. I love his passion and I just think he's hilarious. So when he announced that Afterlife was coming to Netflix, I immediately added it to my calendar. Unfortunately, I didn't get around to watching it on the Friday because I had college and then I had work the next day. But I watched it on my Sunday night, last night, and it completely blew me away. So it follows a man called Tony, who is obviously portrayed by Ricky Gervais, and his life moving forward after the loss of his wife Lisa. His wife had died because of cancer, which I can understand is an absolutely terrible thing to go through. I have lost family friends to cancer, which is, it's tragic. Cancer is just awful, and you know, it's not a nice thing to talk about. At the start of every episode, there's a clip of his wife talking to camera as she has recorded videos for him to watch after she passes on. I think that's a very sweet thing for her to have done, because obviously it'll be hard for Tony to grow accustomed to life without his partner. They were together for 25 years in the show, and Ricky portrays Tony as this depressed, sarcastic, lonely individual. Obviously, the whole depression aspect is very present in the show, and he's not hiding away from it, and there's strong language, obviously. There's offensive jokes, there's drug use, and there's talks about suicide. I just like the fact that he hasn't talked about it lightly, like he's done it hard hitting, and he's done it to, you know, test people. Some people, suicide is a very sensitive topic. It's quite a touchy subject, and you shouldn't, you know, the media and that say, oh, you shouldn't talk about suicide because it can offend people. But what doesn't offend people nowadays? And I like that Ricky has challenged that. Season 1 only has 6 episodes, and I really hope there's a season 2. because the way Tony grows in the 6 episodes as a person and his relationship with his colleagues and his friends, I just grew to be really, really proud of him, and I didn't expect it to be as emotional and as sad as it was. I was sat in my bed watching it with some snacks, and I was bawling my eyes out at this. Sometimes it was crying in happiness because some of it was just really happy and funny, but it was really sad. And it was like, it put you into that position, like, what would you do if you lost your partner? It's one of the most moving yet hilarious TV shows I've ever watched, and I just want to watch it again. That's why I really hope there's another season, because Ricky absolutely deserves it, as do every single person that was a part of this show, whether they were on screen or off screen. I have grown up watching Ricky, and nothing he does kind of offends me. I have quite a dark sense of humour, as it were, but I understand he's not everyone's cup of tea. But I feel like Afterlife is for everyone. Everyone I've been speaking to, like, as of watching it, I know it's only been a day, but I'm just like, watch Afterlife, please watch Afterlife. I love it. I absolutely love it, and it definitely took me by surprise. I'm not going to talk about like individual characters. I know I talked about Tony, but there's a character called Anne in the show, and Tony meets her in the cemetery when he's visiting Lisa. She's visiting her husband Stan, and they develop a little friendship, and I think it's really sweet. And she, in the last episode, says to Tony, "You may not like living all that much, but you make the world a better place." And I love that quote, because that can apply to anyone and to anything. I actually tweeted that quote, and I tagged Ricky on Twitter, and he liked it, so thanks Ricky, you made my day, that was great. I mean, you obviously made my day as well by creating such an amazing TV show. I would absolutely give it a 10 out of 10, and I really, really do hope that it gets the next season, and hopefully more than 2 seasons if it gets a second one, because it absolutely deserves it. And I just want to see where Tony's life goes. I can't stop smiling. I love it. I really love it. So that's my review. Short and sweet, a bit like myself. If you'd like to, you can like and subscribe and comment if you want. That's always appreciated. Or you can share the video. I'd also appreciate that. Thank you for watching. And as always, if you're a regular viewer, but if you're not, here's my little slogan: watch this space.